Oh, here we go. One more time. Click, 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 click. Everybody, Lawman Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Hey, I saved the best for last. Number 5 out of all the guitars we're demoing today, and I've got the Ibanez 1975 Artwood Dragon, the original. My finder of Japanese guitars said, Lawman, I want you to buy this guitar, and you're going to be kind of surprised when I tell you the story about it. And I went, well, all right, let me hear about it. He said, okay, Hoshino made the Artwood series of guitars. They made the Dragon, which is this one. They made an Eagle and a Floral. And all those had this distinctive carving on the top. Of course, this one has the Dragon. The other one had an Eagle, which they made for the Bicentennial of the US. Then they had a Floral one. And they made about 150 to 200 of each one of the models. And they shipped them out to all the dealers, and somehow the wood cracked. They all developed this crack, and we can still see it in this this particular one here. There's a 3-piece back, and here in the back. Bill said, don't fix the crack, Lawman. That's what identifies it as the original. And what happened was Hoshino freaked out, and they tried to get them all back. And they got them all back. However, there was about 36 to 40 of the Eagles that slipped through. There was about 40 of the Florals that slipped through. But there's only 12 to maybe 16 that they've been able to identify of the Dragon. Now, the reason I'm telling you all that is there are dealers, or not dealers, but collectors out there that try to put together the 3 of them, all 3 of them, and have the full Monty of the Artwood 1975 guitars from Ibanez that were supposed to have been returned. This is one that's supposed to have been returned, and I have one. And one of 12 or 16 of them that's known out there. And besides it being collectible, it's a really cool guitar. I got to just say, I was telling Brian, I said, we've just done 5 guitars, and this one by far plays the best of all of them. I mean, Jeff set it up, and it is just whisper low on the action, and no fret outs, I mean, nothing. This particular guitar was owned by someone in Germany. We can tell because on the back of it, it says Musikhaus Willstadt in Würzburg, Kaiserstrafen in 18, whatever that means. So we left that on the back. I thought that's pretty cool. The German guy who had it played it to death. I mean, he must have been a pro player because it is whooped. He played it, and you can tell. You don't get this by relicking a guitar. You get this by playing it, and he played it. Got the original tuners. It's got the made in Japan neck plate. We have all 5 of the springs for your whammy. And it looks like a pretty solid. Oh yeah, it has made in Japan on the block of your whammy system. It's got all 3 Maxon pickups, which are original. It has a 3-way switch, which is pretty cool because they started going to 5-ways soon after. Which those guys who have older Strats know that the original ones had the 3-way switch. This one has a 3-way switch. Original knobs. Look at this tone knob that's been worn. That it only says T now instead of tone. And as you can see from the fretboard, it has been played. The frets are in pretty good shape. It looks like they have never been replaced. They are, they're not new frets for sure. Are they playable? Yeah. I mean, I would play this thing for another 10, 15 years just the way they are. The only thing, look at this. I meant to point this out too. Look at this cool Harvard Ibanez headstock. That's also very cool. The only thing that's not original on this guitar besides the case, we didn't get an original case, which I'm sure the case was destroyed a long time ago. They were not strong cases given the age of the guitar and the wear on it. The only 2 things that are not original was I had Jeff replace the input jack, which was getting a little wonky, so we have a new input jack. The old one is in the case, and it did not have a truss rod cover for some reason. And there's an Ibanez, a guy who has reproduction truss rod covers. I was able to hook up with him, and we got one. It fits it perfectly. No new holes or anything. We didn't have to fill any holes and re-drill them. They fit it perfectly. So he does a great job with repo Ibanez parts. That's the only two things that's not original on the guitar. It's really a cool guitar. They look amazing, and like I said, it just plays wonderful. We're on the neck. Let's go to the middle position. All the way to the back. That's a really strong pickup. Oh, that's another thing I want to mention. Jeff says, don't use the whammy. Here I'm going, He says it's going to possibly make this crack worse. So he says, don't be yanking on the whammy bar. So I need to point that out right away. And I mentioned that in the ad for the guitar. So don't be, I thought, oh, why is that kind of so stiff? He says, don't be using the whammy bar because the way it sits in here, it could cause more problems with the crack. So don't use the whammy. It's on there, but don't use it. I just remembered. Favorite Stones tunes. Did you recognize it? Stays in tune pretty well. Very, very, very unique guitar. I will tell you, it is also a very, very, very expensive guitar. It cost me a lot of money to get a hold of it, so it's going to cost a little bit more for the next guy to get it. But it is definitely a collector item, although it's a really cool guitar. So it's infinitely playable. I don't know if the collectors that get these are players or not. I kind of hope so because it plays great and sounds wonderful. Just super, super strat guitar. Now, again, like I mentioned, we did not get an original case with it. Bill was kind enough to send me a Freedom case, a hardshell case, strat case, which fits it perfectly. I would feel better shipping it in this kind of case than the original case anyway, so I'm kind of happy we don't have the original case. Here's your original input jack. It's in the case that it goes along with for those who want to make sure they got all the original stuff. So with that, all that's not original on that is the truss rod cover. So, hey, hope you Ibanez collectors out there have noticed that guitar. And if you want it, you can get it on our Reverb.com or our Reverb Guitars page, Lawman Guitars, or you can find me on www.lawmanguitars.com, which will direct you to the ad on Reverb. Give us a call. My phone number is listed right here on the YouTube page, so you can get a hold of me. But hey, we'd love to hear from you, and it's an outstanding guitar, and I hope it doesn't hang around too long. I hope I get it in the hands of a collector out there who has also the Eagle and the Floral. That will put the trifecta together for you, and it's the most rare of the three. So, hey, check it out. Ibanez, www.lawmanguitars.com. And while you're here on our YouTube channel, be so kind as to hit that subscribe button, because we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're at about 8,500 now, and we're getting close. So by the end of the year, if we hit 10,000, I have a very special guitar that Brian and I are going to feature. We normally do 5 guitars. No, we're going to do 1 guitar for that month, and it's going to be that special guitar. We're going to put the band together. We're going to play songs for you on this guitar, and it's going to be awesome. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. Help us get to 10,000, would you? And we can get there before December. That'd be fine too. So hey, thanks a lot for watching my demos. You guys have been awesome. You send me notes every once in a while. I try to respond to everything you say here in the YouTube channel. You send me emails, guys all the time saying, hey, Lawman, appreciate your videos. Believe me, that warms my heart. I appreciate that so much. We work hard to do these, but they're a ton of fun, and I'm glad you guys enjoy them. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you again next month. See ya.